Hi Aquarius. I just wanted to say that there will, after the outro of I recorded your video and then I ended up seeing another card that was for you. It was the one that was covering, you had like two cards and they kind of got mixed up a little bit. And so this is the one that I looked at during the reading, or wait, no, this is the one I looked at during the reading, but this one came up too because they kind of got mixed up. And so at the end, after I do my outro, at the end of the video, there's actually, I'm going to read this card. So if you want to stick around for that at the end, you can. So yeah, I will go ahead and do that now. Hello everyone, welcome to Peach on Earth Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Aquarius. So normally I say that you can have Aquarius anywhere in your chart, but this time I'm actually being called to do, the typical sun, moon, rising, but then also I'm being called to do it for the North Node. So if you don't know how to find your North Node, I usually use the Cafe Astrology website. If you just type in how to find my birth chart or whatever, you'll find a website. So your North Node will be one of like the signs on there. And so yeah, you can have Aquarius North Node, but not necessarily. But all that I ask is that if you are here watching this reading, that you come with good intentions for yourself and for others. Okay, so first things first, Aquarius. When I was getting into your energy, the first kind of thing that I saw as in my head when I was like kind of just getting ready to start writing and whatnot, I saw the Devil card. And the Devil card is a Capricorn. It represents Capricorn. So you could have like a strong Capricorn in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Capricorn, or your North Node could be Capricorn, something like that. And it was kind of like the toxic energy of the Devil, where it's like, addictions and chained to something, and like you can't free yourself, right? And then as I was shuffling, so I'm using 3 decks today. The first one is the one that this card came out of, the Spells deck. And then the second one is the Heaven and Earth Tarot. And then the third one is just the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. And it's interesting because in both of the Heaven and Earth and Rider-Waite Tarot, I saw the Devil card as I was shuffling. And the cards were not shuffling very easily. At least the Heaven and Earth Tarot, like they were not shuffling very easily. Like they were wanting to like not go together and like wanting to fall out of my hands and just acting very odd. So I don't know if there's something, maybe you feel like you're juggling a bit, but it's like you're having to juggle, but you're not a juggler. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of felt like. Because I have shuffled cards my whole entire life since I was a kid. Like, I used to shuffle cards as a kid, just like as like a self-soothing type of thing. So I know how to shuffle cards. And so it's just interesting that they were acting like that. And then after I got done, or I was still kind of shuffling the Rider-Waite, I was starting to become very like lethargic feeling, very tired. And so yeah, that was really being called to my attention. Now it's interesting because in this card, so each of these cards, like they have like different categories and they all have like different images on the back of them. Okay, so I got, oh shoot, I don't know which one was on top. I think it was like this. But anyway, they might both be important. But anyway, so what I was getting here with this image is that it kind of, to me, I don't know if you can see the color very well, but it's pretty green. This is like a dark green, like really dark green, and this is like a forest green, and this one is like a sea foam green kind of, and this is like a gold green. So anyway, I was getting very strongly like frog vibes from this, and I couldn't tell you why, but I associate frogs with Aquarius. I don't know if that's actual like a correlation somewhere out there, or if I've read it somewhere before, but nothing that I can recall. But it's like I associate Aquarius with frogs for some reason. And so since I was seeing a frog here, and it's almost like that circle, it's like going through a portal. It's like jumping through the hoop. Ooh, maybe that you feel like it's like a circus type of energy, like that juggling, circus, jumping through hoops, like you're having to do things that you're not super comfortable with, but you feel like you have to. So anyway, it's like that. And it made me actually look up the frog card in this animal spirit, the wild unknown animal spirit. I didn't pull the card out or anything, but I was being called to look at the frog, and it's so interesting because it says cleaning, cleansing, healing, and then frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished. So that's kind of what it feels like, that you're being told to juggle, but you don't know how to juggle. It's almost like you're having to do things that are out of your comfort zone, and it's making you very like tired. You're very exhausted. I don't know. So it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. So it's important. Oh, hang on, let me just finish reading. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. So it's almost like you have to learn to give yourself permission to not have to work your butt off. It's almost like how I was getting that Capricorn vibes. Like Capricorns are like workhorses, okay? They can go and go and go and go and go and go. And so maybe you could have like a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, and then Aquarius might be your north node. And so you're kind of like needing to learn, because north node is all about like, it makes us feel uncomfortable. Like resting might make you feel uncomfortable, but it's something that is vital for your well-being, just because it's such conflicting things. So our north node can often be like where we're supposed to be headed. It's like our destination in life, right? But sometimes our north node can trigger us because, and I know south node can definitely trigger you too, but north nodes can trigger us because it's like we look at it and it's almost like we don't feel worthy, or we don't feel worthy of it, or we judge. It's almost like we see the negative aspects of that sign and be like, well, that's why I can't have that, because, you know, say Aquarius is your north node. Aquarius is very like unique and interesting sign. So maybe your north node is like calling you to be more of yourself. Like say you do have a strong Capricorn placement or something like that. And so it feels unnatural for you to let like your freak flag fly, or whatever that saying is. You know what I mean? It's like you look at it and you're like, well, how can people live like that when this is what is expected of us and all this stuff? And so yeah, it just feels very, I don't know, like you're, I don't know. Just go look at your north nodes and see what they are. So we have lodestone, and you know what that first thing is telling me? It's almost like that whatever this said about frogs, how they're not supposed to carry a heavy load. And I know it's spelled different. Load is spelled different than that, but you know, it's like load stone, so it's like a heaviness. Interesting. So a magnetic stone used to amplify any spell or attract good fortune. Nice. Now the rest of it we're going to look at later, after we kind of get some of the because it'll probably have a spell or something on there that we're going to use as kind of like the end of the reading energy. Okay, so next up is the Heaven and Earth Tarot. What is the message for Aquarius, please? What is the message for Aquarius? Message for Aquarius. Okay, let's see here. 3 cards come out. So we have the 5 of Swords, which says defeat on there. And it has the Aquarius symbol, so that's interesting. We have the Knight of Wands. Is that Virgo, Sag? I don't know if it's Virgo or Scorpio. They look very similar to me and I can never remember. And then the Hanged Man. Okay, just one second. I want to see if that's Scorpio or Virgo. Okay, so it is Scorpio. And I only look because if any of those signs resonate with any of you guys, you know, I want you to know what it says on here. So anyway, there's something here where you feel... Okay, so it says defeat. I think you are feeling pretty defeated. Because if you look at this, the Knight of Wands, like the Knight of Wands is super fast moving, very passionate. But if you see here, he's on fire. Everything is on fire. The horse, the rod, the man, the ground, everything. And they're just running through this fire. And they haven't been defeated yet, but it's almost like now they're coming up upon someone who has all these swords. And you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like you're just feeling very run down. You're feeling very defeated. And you just want to rest. Like with the hanged man, it's like, and the hanged man isn't all about resting. It's about giving yourself time to like view things in a different way. It's almost like maybe the whole North Node thing, okay? So we live kind of like in our South Node, where it's our kind of like the karma we carry with us from past lives or from, you know, all the time, like in this life prior to now, okay? That's kind of where the South Node lies. And what you're needing to do is look at things from a different perspective, because the hangman is upside down and he's tied there, so he can't get down until he sees things clearly, because you can't see things clearly if you only see it one way. You only see things one way when you're upright and walking and going through life. You only see it one way. So it's almost like you have to like turn yourself upside down and look at things from a different perspective. Hang on a second. I want to see what this hangman thing says. Hang on just a second. Oh my gosh. So I just got this message about the frog and how a frog is land and water, right? And so it's like seeing things from 2 different perspectives. The frog knows how to see through the physical sense, the earth, which is like the pentacle suit in the tarot, which is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And then they also have the ability to see in the water, which is, you know, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And it's interesting because I was seeing that Capricorn energy, that earth energy. I really feel like you probably have strong earth placements in your chart. You don't have to, but you might very much be in the earth element right now. But it's almost like seeing the world from 2 different points of view, from 2 different vantage points. Like the water and the earth. And Aquarius is the water bearer, but it's technically an earth sign or an air sign. That's interesting. You're the water bearer. It's like the frog. The frog can bear the water. Oh, goodness gracious. Now, I wanted to look in the book for the Hangman because this book is really, really like beautifully written, and I really like the descriptions that they have in the book here. And so I want to read this part to you. Let's see. Broadening, or the different lenses, it broadens where we receive inputs. Doing so changes us. We gain so much more creativity and individuality when we dare to view the world in a new way. Doing so means we make sacrifices. It's almost like that juggling thing. It's like you got to drop some of the balls if you want to carry forward in your own way. Quit jumping through hoops for everyone else. Let's see here. It says the sacrifice to move freely around. That is very Aquarian energy. That Aquarian energy likes to go by the beat of their own drum. And so if you have a lot of like conflicting energy in your chart, like Capricorn energy or Earth energy or whatever, you could feel very conflicted about the two different views of how you see the world. Let's see. So if you are an Aquarius North node, your South node would be, what is it? Leo? I don't know if that means anything to anyone, but anyway. The sacrifice of having our autonomy to do what we want. Sacrifices are made with every choice we make. That's true, because if you decide to go by the beat of your own drum, it's like you feel like you're sacrificing this other stuff. But then when you sacrifice, or when you decide to, do all the juggling and jump through hoops for everyone else, it sacrifices your own free will or the way you want to live life, right? Let's see here. So, yeah. You're needing to look at a situation from two different angles. And we have the 10 of Cups on the bottom. And the 10 of Cups is like, it's like emotional fulfillment. But also here on this card it says perfected success. And so, but it could be like something to do with emotions or love even. The way that you, hang on. No, I want to get some clarifiers here. Let's look at, where are we at? 17 minutes. Let's look at, I want to look at the Hanged Man. Wait. No, okay. I think you probably already know what you feel defeated in, right? You feel defeated about something. And I want to look at this Knight of Wands and see why he's on fire, what got him into this situation. It's interesting because it's like, I'm seeing this knight, it's like they can go forward and get into the water and put themselves out, but then there's this person standing there with all these swords that they have to, it's like you feel like you can't put yourself out because someone is blocking you from extinguishing the fire, so oh my gosh, you can have people that you have to take care of, or you don't want to be a burden on others, is what I'm hearing here for this Knight of Wands and why you are on fire. Okay, because you are wanting to put everything on your plate, or and you don't want to be someone else's responsibility, which I understand. I totally get that. But there is a way, I don't know. You don't want to be someone else's burden. But then also at the same time, it's like you feel like if you say that you don't want to be this person's burden, it's like they have like a sword up to you, you know what I mean? It's like they want you to be their burden. Does that make sense? I don't, you're not anyone's burden, first off. It's just an expression. But it's like they want to kind of hold power over you, or you want to hold power over another or other people. So you're lighting yourself on fire. Like if you're wanting to take care of other people, or like, or maybe that's the thing, is like maybe you have to take care of other people, or maybe you have to be taken care of, because there are, you know, sometimes physical limitations that prevent people from, you know, being able to sustain themselves in life or whatever. But the only reason it would ever be toxic is if someone was made to feel guilty for either being, or for being like the taker, I guess, quote unquote taker. That's not good. You know, we don't ever want to make people feel bad for sharing. And that's kind of what it is. It's like, you know what I'm seeing with this night too? There's this saying, it's called, don't light yourself on fire to keep another person warm. That's kind of what's happening here, is you have lit yourself on fire either to keep someone else afloat, or to be like submissive to another person. Okay, we are going to read the rest of this lodestone. So carry a pair of lodestones in a pouch. Feed them regularly with a few sprinkles of iron fillings, and charge them by placing them on top of a pentagram on your altar during the full moon, which it's a full moon tonight, the day that I'm recording this. Probably not when you see it, but when I'm recording it. Chant the following. I am as magnetic as this lucky lodestone, and attract all I need to manifest, succeed, and thrive. I see only opportunity, full glasses, and a cornucopia of riches at my table. Grateful am I to receive the bounty of the universe, so mote it be. Yeah, so, okay. I'm getting the sense that you feel like you need others to, like, you feel like a beggar almost. So you light yourself on fire to have people give you the things that you are needing. It's not even what you want, it's what you need. And so there's a way, though. There is a way for us to have our freedoms. You know what I always say about, like, because this feels very much like monetary, like a monetary prison kind of. I always say, I used to be really scared of being in lack financially, especially after I left my I was financially codependent on someone in my marriage. And after I left that, I was so scared of being in lack. I'm a single mom, it's so hard, blah, 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 and all this stuff, you know, all the rhetoric that the world had told me up to this point. But then I realized, it's like, there's enough money in this universe to go around. And like, I didn't want to live in lack mentality anymore. And so I stopped living in lack mentality. And I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I have gotten proof over and over again that the universe provides. As long as you go about it with good intentions and respect for yourself and respect for others, but mostly respect for yourself, then the universe will provide for you. You'll be surprised, okay? So anyway, Aquarius, this has been your reading. I hope it was helpful. If it was, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. I thank any of you for being present today, any of your guides that were present, any of my guides that were present, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Okay, Aquarius, here's the card that I forgot to flip over and read for you guys, because we were talking about like that the universe provides. And then I happened to look at this card that was covering the lodestone, and I said before I flipped them, I said I was going to look at both of them because I didn't know they got mixed up or whatever. And then I flipped it and I saw it needed to be read. So it says, an invocation for Habendia, I don't know if I'm saying that right, I'm sorry. She of abundance, a goddess of plenty who bestows generous gifts, bounty, and endless resources. On the full moon, or during austere Beltane or midsummer, gather flowers, a loaf of bread, fruit, and honey, place on the altar, and light a green candle in honor of Habadonia. I'm so sorry, I don't know how to say that. Recite the following chant 3 times. I bless this food with wealth, health, luck, and regeneration. With Habadon. I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why I'm struggling so much with it. Habandia's blessings. My cabinets, wallet, home, and heart are filled with all I require and desire. For this generosity, I am ever thankful. Blessed be. So I definitely think that this was supposed to be for you as well. They really are telling you that you are supported. You just have to learn to trust that, okay? So anyway, Aquarius, again, thank you, and I'll see you soon. Bye.